As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. What does it mean to abide in Christ's love? Well, perhaps we can begin by saying what it is not. This abiding cannot mean a purely passive state of rest. Any relationship cannot be sustained by pure passivity, not our human relationships, nor our relationship with God. Our loves, our relationships do not stagnate because we are dynamic creatures. Either the love within a relationship is being fed and nourished, and so it is growing, or it is being neglected and malnourished, and so it is diminishing. So it is in our relationship with God, not because God somehow changes or forgets us. After all, he says to us through the prophet Isaiah, "I will not forget you. Behold, I have graven you on the palms of my hands." Rather, it is because we change, we forget, we become callous to God's love. Christ tells us that this abiding is meant to be something active on our part. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love. And what is Christ's commandments? To love God and to love one another as Christ has loved us. We abide in Christ's love when we ourselves exercise our power to love. It is helpful, I think, to turn to an image given to us in the Song of Songs. In chapter 2, the bride writes, "As an apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among young men. With great delight I sat in his shadow, and his fruit was sweet to my taste." If we think of an apple tree, it's not a particularly impressive tree. It's not the tallest tree, doesn't have the prettiest flowers. It doesn't stand out very much in a garden full of trees. But neither is the cross. At first glance, the cross is ugly. It is unappealing. It is horrifying. There are many other trees in this earthly garden of delights which seem more delightful. But seen in the light of Christ, my beloved, the cross is supremely beautiful. It is the tree of life, stretching higher than any other tree to connect heaven and earth. I would like to suggest that to abide in Christ's love is to sit in the shadow of the cross, this new tree of life, to eat of his fruit at the Eucharistic feast, that we may taste and see that the Lord is good. For it is at the cross that I am fed and nourished by Christ's flesh and blood, obeying his commandment to eat his flesh and drink his blood. It is at the cross that I learn how to love God, because here I see clearly how God, in his great love for me, has graven me on the palms of his hands. It is here that I learn to trust that God is really good for me, that I learn to let go of the vices which I stubbornly cling on to, thinking that they will make me happy, because I do not yet fully trust that Christ can make me happy. Here I can let go of them and cling to the cross with my beloved. And it is here that I begin to learn how to love my neighbor. For if Eve, having tasted the forbidden fruit, could not help but share it with Adam, how much more should tasting the fruit of the tree of life move me to share it with others? Abide in Christ's love. Abide in the greatest act of love this world has ever seen. Abide at Calvary.